All right, welcome back guys. So this is actually now the 6th video in the series, okay, of setting up an ArcGIS Enterprise deployment on a cloud infrastructure. So make sure you check the description for the full playlist if you need to. But this video, we are going to be continuing on with our ArcGIS Server installation and setup. So in the previous couple of videos, we set up the VM and we set up ArcGIS Server. But now we're going to go and install the ArcGIS Server Web Adapter to connect it to IIS. All right, so let's get straight into that. All right, so if we just go to the Start menu, we go All and we go ArcGIS, we should see the ArcGIS Server Manager here, so we can have a look at this and make sure ArcGIS Server is indeed running. That's all good, it's just that it's running through localhost and 6443. So in an earlier video, we got the software ready and downloaded. If you haven't done this already, go and download the web adapter from your MyEsri. But because we've got it here already, we're just going to run it from here. So just run this one and it's going to extract some files for us. So I like to put it all in that same directory. So I'm going to say software / ArcGIS 11.5. And we're going to go launch it. It's going to tell us we need some dependencies and we get this. So we'll go ahead and let it install all these Windows dependencies. So we'll hit I agree. And then even after this, if you've been following along with the portal installation, you'll be familiar that ArcGIS Web Adapter will also need .NET Runtime and it will need web deploy, I think like 4 or something like that as well. As part of the ArcGIS Server installation, we already installed .NET Runtime. So it probably won't ask us for that, but it should ask us for the web deploy. So let's have a look. And you can see, yes, it has indeed asked us for web deploy. So we'll hit OK on that and finish. And we'll go get web deploy first. So, and that's up to version 4 at time of this recording. So we want to go here and we'll hit download, and then we want this English version for me anyway, and we'll hit download down here. Should take a second to download. All right, and that's finished downloading, so we'll hit open. Let's just shrink this so we can see it better. And next on the wizard, agree, we'll go with a complete install and just hit install. All right, while that's installing, I'll just get the folder up again. Yep, and that's finished, so we'll hit finish. And we don't need to extract it again because we've already extracted it to here. So we'll just go into here, web adapter, and then run the setup ourselves. And hopefully this time it'll actually let us finish installing it. So we go next, agree again. And we want it on 443, so we hit next. You can give it a name here. I'm just going to leave it as default for the web adapter. And then install. All right, and it looks like this is going to take a little while as well, so we will cut back once this is finished installing. And we're back. All right, so the web adapter has finished installing on the server now, so we'll hit the finish button, and that should take us to the configuration UI in your browser. All right, here we go. So the one we want, it's not portal this time. It's going to be GIS, image, workflow manager, knowledge server, so the GIS server. Hit next. Yep, okay, and then in here, same again, except this is for the ArcGIS server machine now. So ags.local is the local machine name. You can check this, right? Because your machine name might be different. We'll go to the PC and then properties. And then you see my computer's name is AGS. So yours might be something else. You might have named it something else. It might be domain joined, you know, but it should show up in there. This is just the local machine name for me. And then this is where we're going to put in the ArcGIS Server administrator username and password. So whatever you put in for that. I think by default the username is site admin, okay, but I made mine administrator. And we're going to put in the password that I set. And we'll hit, just make sure I put that in right. Yep, and then we'll hit configure. And if we've done that all right, then the web adapter should be happy and be happily configured here with this nice green message. Now it says you can go and access it from this URL now. And it looks good, but you can see it's still not secure against our certificate, and that's because the certificate has the full domain name. So we're going to put in the full domain name and check it. And we can see it's very happy. See, it's got the padlock and everything. And the last check is we want to go and copy that URL, and we should be able to access it through the internet on our local machine here. And you can see that that is indeed working very nicely. So, yep, so we can also go and access Manager. This is probably how you'll be working with it mostly. And then we can log in. So, use your administrator login. Yep, and then you can see we're accessing it now through HTTPS, and everything looks like it's working well. All right, so in the next video, guys, we are going to be looking at installing and setting up another server, and that's going to be the data store server. And then we're going to connect that to this ArcGIS server machine that we've just set up. That one, at least, it's not going to need a web adapter. We just get the server ready, install data store, and then connect it to ArcGIS server. And then we can go ahead and do the big step of federating server and portal together. But yeah, if you made it this far, you've done really well. So you've got ArcGIS portal working on SSL and everything, and then you've got ArcGIS server working now as well on SSL, accessible from the internet securely. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Let's keep going, guys. We're almost there. Cheers.